Okay, well, oh fuck. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. No one saw that. Hello. Welcome everyone to some channel update video. Fuck. I went with my automatic intro. I hate this. Alright, I'm back. It's Demise. I'm doing a channel update today because it's been a while since people have... Well, it's been a while since the last channel update, and I feel like it's important to establish, a good checkpoint bit for the channel, so that people who want to watch stuff or come back can kind of jump in. So I'm going to talk about a couple of things that have changed since the last channel update video in order of importance, according to me. So let's get started. So the first thing that's cool, I'm going to have streams because my internet got upgraded from 0.65 megabits per second to 5 megabits per second. I can now stream on YouTube basically whenever I want, and it's really good, and there's been a lot of interest in watching me do it. So it's usually going to be live on Saturday about 8 to 9 p.m. Sydney time. Can be earlier, can be later. I'll ping everyone in the Discord. I generally do stuff like speedrunning. Might consider playing some fighting games like Skullgirls or something, though that might change because there might not be enough bandwidth. Probably will be doing other roguelikes at some point at least. I know for a fact that I have at least Tales of Mail with DLC. One that I think hasn't even been released yet because I'm a influencer apparently. Yeah, and it'll be basically up to like audience request. I've pretty much been doing whatever the audience wants in terms of like I'll set the general theme of the day, and then people will just be like, oh, do this, do that, do this, do that. So for example, this week on Saturday we did a Minotaur Berserker speedrun, and I got 35 minutes, which is my personal best, I think, because I haven't speedrun in a while, but it was pretty fun to watch. I think a lot of people did it. I think about 30 people came and watched live, which is pretty crazy if you think about it. It's pretty good. Yeah. In particular, I want to do some Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead runs. I think that might be really, really fun, because Cataclysm is kind of a game where, having a bunch of people sitting live and watching it is like really interesting, because obviously the game gets more and more, structured, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing in videos. So it might actually be that Cataclysm has like the goal there. A good place to be there. Also, I just want to let everyone know that in the holidays, which is going to be a couple of months from now, I'll be streaming a shitload, more than I usually would, because I have time. Those will probably be taking over some of the videos, which is not bad. Keep that in mind, please. It's not, for those of you that like the channel with the thing, you're not losing any content. You're actually getting more content, because I will be streaming crawl stuff for like hours on end rather than just the regular 40 minutes. So for those of you guys that actually do enjoy my content from crawl, don't worry, that's still the main focus of the channel. But with the streams, I'll be able to stream like almost full games in one single go. So you'll be getting almost like 5 times the amount of content. So I hope that's really good. I hope that people watch my videos, my streams, because they're really enjoyable to do. I've done 2 so far, and they're really, really fun. So keep an eye out for those. I'll be pinging everyone on Discord, so make sure that you've joined my Discord. It's on the channel. It's in the description of this video, and it's also in the banner of the channel. So you should be able to find it. Stick around if you want, because that place is really cool anyway. It gives some good advice. Yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about for streams. So the schedule now, as you guys may have noticed, if you've just come back, or you've never really paid attention, the schedule for crawl has changed. The schedule for the challenge changed. Previously, it was actually every single day it was crawl videos every single day. I've had to cut that down a little because, first of all, I got burnt out really bad on crawl a couple of months back, and secondly, because I feel like increasing the channel's like, I don't know, like kind of increasing the interests that the channel can draw into is pretty good, I think. So expanding and exploring different roguelikes is really interesting. So I'm going to be doing Monday to Friday crawl videos. Every single day on Monday to Friday will be crawl. They will be like 40 to 50 minutes long usually. 30 minutes if I'm low on time. Saturday is going to be a stream. As I said before, that's going to be a couple of hours worth of content. Sometimes it's crawl as well. Most likely it will be crawl for many weeks. But sometimes I'll chuck in like Cataclysm or Dark Days Ahead or something. And Sunday right now, I'm kind of like in the dark zone. It's been Darkest Dungeon for about maybe 3 months now. But this week I put Stardew Valley up. I'm playing this co-op with Blue Scion, one of my good friends who we did a co-op tutorial with at some point, and I've also, I think, done like 1 or 2 different other videos with her. So you should check that out. It's really interesting. I really enjoy Stardew Valley because it's the game that I personally really love. So I'm actually really hyped to play that game. It's a nice farming simulator game. Not really. It's kind of like Animal Crossing, Harvest Moon, those kind of games, where you kind of farm and you gather resources, and eventually you talk to like your town folk and all that stuff, and one day you get romance options, which is cool. Doom RL is another one that's been pretty good. That's been kind of tested on Saturdays, which I was having as my free day, but now it's going to be put to the stream Saturdays. So I'll probably be putting Doom RL kind of on Sundays if I don't want to upload Stardew Valley, because that's a really big upload. It's about 2 gigabytes. Darkest Dungeon, again, will be chucked in every so often, but I might make more gaps in Darkest Dungeon, as in I'll grind and then I'll get to a point and then I'll upload a video, and then I'll grind and I'll get to another point and I'll upload a video, just so that I don't have to show everyone all the grinding bits, if that makes sense. That's kind of samey a lot of the time. And I'll also be doing one-off reviews. So if you haven't checked this out, I actually did a review on Equin the Lantern a couple of weeks back. I had a developer say, hey, here, have this key, try out my game. I was like, all right, sure. It's a small 8-bit style roguelike. It's pretty interesting. It's got some flaws. It's got some good points. So I want to advertise that while I have the time. It's really interesting. And on that point, I actually also have a WordPress account, which I have set up already for a media project that I did before, but I've started putting some roguelike content on there. I'm not putting too much on there until I feel like there's a really important thing to put on, but that'll be my main hub for long, well-written articles. I won't really be thinking too hard about it, but that it'll be there. So just as a kind of a mind dump for me, just to chuck stuff on. So that's my schedule for now. If I do take breaks, I will tend to talk about them on the day before or the day of at some point in the Discord. I apologize if I make errors. I'm going deeper into uni, and obviously my time is getting worse and worse. I just finished my internship, which means I have more time now. And I've decided to part ways with them rather than staying on, because I couldn't keep up with the commitments. It was just crushing me. Some of you may have noticed that over the last couple of months, I got last maybe 2 or 3 months, I basically was tired every single day, and that's the reason my internship was taking up it was taking up 2 full days. So I was just really struggling with it. So that was just why I was what's going on Mondays and Tuesdays. I just had no chance of sleeping basically. So it was rough. So that's my new schedule. Another thing, I just want to mention briefly that I have a new Patreon account. Because I'm camming now, Camboy, Demise AU. You can check me out at patreon.com/DemiseAU for uncensored crawl videos. In reality, though, it's not really meant to mean anything, but someone was like, hey, how do I give you money? And I'm like, well, YouTube used to let you give money to me, but now they don't. So, whoops. I don't know how Patreon works. I just set it up. If someone wants to, provide me with a way, if someone wants to give me money, or support the channel, because I have used most of the funds from previous donations to do things for the channel. For example, I actually used the largest donation, I think it was $100 something. It was crazy, $150. It was ridiculous. I used that to buy a new mic, which is what you're hearing right now. So any money that you chuck in, I'm going to be putting back in the channel anyway. It's not like I'm going to ever make any profit off this, so don't feel like I'm scumbag fuck, which I am, but not for this reason. I'm not a paid scumbag fuck. That's the difference, right? I may end up, if there is if people actually do enjoy paying me, or supporting me. I keep using the off-brand word. I'm sorry. I'm new to Shilling. If people like to support me by providing me with incentives, money. See, it's interesting because you could actually hear the quotation marks and the brackets in that sentence. That's how good I am. I may end up giving you a Discord color, which may or may not be a single pixel, pixel off the hexadecimal code for the default white color for Discord Dark. So that's exciting. That's a real nice. Or I could give you an actual color. It's up to whoever is actually donating if they want to have a different color. Also, you can, if you wish to support me, provide me with money based on my YouTube channel during the streams. I have no idea how that works, so don't put too much money in there, please, because I have no idea how that thing works. I'm just saying, I think that is a way that you can donate if you need to, because I used to have one on YouTube, but they removed it for some reason. So, finally, just so that you guys know, what? Why was the wizard? Okay, the wizard was spinning. For those of you guys that are kind of returning to the channel, there is a Mage tutorial now. It's complete. It's full. It's the strongest. It's the most comprehensive Mage tutorial in the entire Crawl universe right now. It's insanely long. It's insanely detailed. It's guaranteed to get you as much information as you need. And I've also set a Google Doc in the description of that video, which details every single experience I've had so far in that run, all the tips and tricks. Sorry, I've added more tips and tricks to that Google Doc so that you can read both of them, and it's really good. And I suggest you guys check it out. It has been on the channel as a trailer for ages, but I don't know. I just wanted to mention that because some people are already subscribed, some people are just returning. Just why not? So you can watch this one as a supplement to the Greater Player Run. The reason why I created the Deep Elf Fire Elementals tutorial is because Conjurer got nerfed, so my Deep Elf Conjurer video in the Greater Player Run is kind of defunct. It's a little bit worthless now because, Conjurer doesn't have Battlesphere anymore. I mean, most of the tenets still apply, but obviously, the run is a little bit has to be adjusted. I would suggest going Deep Elf Fire Elementalist first, and then maybe Demigod Conjurer or whatever I switched it over to. So just have a think about that. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate your time. Sorry for not having a crawl video today. I am exhausted. I have had a bunch of conversations with some important people about the future of myself, I guess, for me. So I have been pretty much just completely out of it for the entire day. So yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Stay strong, guys. And yeah, don't forget to smash that motherfucking like button.